Hello, 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 hello. Hello and welcome to this Final Boss Fight live stream of D&D. I nearly said Mass Effect for some reason. That's been a while.
Wow.
Welcome to this game where I am joined by Sean.
Marvel, how the duck. Get on that.
The protest is starting to lose a little bit of energy with the heat. Jeff.
But it's still...
Alt text, dog sitting in the middle of a fire. This is fine.
Richard.
Hello.
And Amy.
Yo.
Tanny and Kiri are running a little bit late, but should be with us shortly.
I ate them.
You can blame humans or Amy's digestive tract. Those are your choices. We are back to continue a little bit more of the Rime of the Frostmaiden. And does somebody else want to take the recap for what happened last time?
New.
I'll give it a try.
Okay, Jeff, take it away.
So, last time... Ooh, one moment, please.
I'll do it. Hang on.
No, I'm here now. So, last time on Rime of the Frostmaiden, we were doing some market stuff. Snicket was out with strange, colourful bird person, skull person, and pink big sword lady. And big sword lady wanted to get a new sword from Black Iron Blades, which they did, along with colourful bird person. While Snicket and skull person were in the market, stopping up on supplies. We saw this altercation between a market stall trader and someone who looked like he's dressed as a bear. Some argument about supplies not being available. So, curious, Snicket led the investigation to follow this person dressed as a bear, who we found was trying to get some supplies for the House of the Morning Lord, I believe it was. And we discovered that the House of the Morning Lord had had a suspiciously large donation made recently by a certain individual. So we went there investigating and found this individual to be named Tilna, who coincidentally was the same person we were looking for. And Snicket bravely got the address through some cunning deception and stealth and secret techniques. We went to the address, we met this Tilna, who was scared for her life. Apparently, the money that she'd received in a bribe to make sure that someone didn't get killed in the lottery was weighing heavily on her, and so she decided to donate that money to the House of the Morning Lord. While the others were talking to her, setting her fears at rest, Snicket was masterfully upgrading the locks on her door, making sure that no one could get in, no one could get out, and if necessary, the whole place could explode.
Sometimes it's not necessary.
Well, following this, we left the city, I believe, of Bryn Shamdar, striking out towards Easthaven, where the next port of call for our investigation was to be held. Along the way, we found this man who was complaining that these strange creatures had been stealing his stuff. We followed the trail, and we found these things called chewingas, which looked like mini masks with cloaks and ponchos, who were waving around stolen cutlery. Strange bird lady, pink sword lady, and strange skull man all immediately made googly eyes at these things and were very happy to see them. Snicket just kept a watchful eye to make sure that nothing was wrong. After a while, I believe some boons were granted to the other members of the party, and the strange skull man had managed to adopt one of them as a new pet. After that, we carried on to Easthaven, where I believe we just met with the town speaker. You have met
with the leader of the militia.
Leader of the militia, that was it. We haven't made our intentions clear yet, but I believe we came in the middle of an execution, didn't we?
You did. A Red Wizard of Thay was being burnt at the stake, and the head of the militia informed you of their crimes and asked if you could potentially assist with a different investigation the following day.
That was it. And after that, we agreed and repaired to the nearest tavern, where we all bedded down for the night, and Snicket got up to whatever Snicket gets to when he's at night. It's night time. I believe that's
This
what
is a
we've got.
very Snicket biased review of the section.
This is how Snicket remembers it.
This is
Yeah.
this is the from the diary of one Snicket T Goblin.
This is how Snicket remembers it.
Yeah, that's more or less what happened. Now, I just need to double check. There are 2 potential places for you to go in Easthaven to bed down for the evening. One of them is the Wet Trout Tavern, and the other is the White Lady Inn. Do you remember where you were planning to go to, or do you want me to remind you about both of them so that you can make an informed decision at this point?
I've got them both down, but I can't remember which one it was.
I don't think we decided, did we?
Because I think there was because in this town, like, certain crimes are legal.
Ah, yes. You were a little bit concerned because of pickpocketing.
There was discussions about whether our stuff would be safe in some of them.
The Wet Trout, it was.
Okay,
Yes,
so
everyone seemed to want the wet trout.
Yeah.
you are heading to the Wet Trout,
Here.
which is this tavern up here.
Ugh, sorry, I've got a cold.
And so you make your way away from the town market, a town square, where the last few depending on how long you stay there, the fire around the Red Wizard is slowly ebbing away, and you head towards the Wet Trout. As you approach, you can see a great chimney squarely in the building's center, that is pumping smoke out into the sky. And as you get inside, you can see the large hearths that warm the tavern's interior. A crusty, formidable female half-dragon or dragonborn with white scales by the name of Nemetra Merskin is the proprietor and owner of this tavern. And she heads over to greet you as you enter. And could I get perception checks from anybody who cares to perceive this dragonborn who is approaching you?
Or anyone who cares to actually log into the game.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can, but no, you can't roll them.
It's 15.
Give me approximate 20 seconds.
Snicket's writing in his diary.
Dear diary, I fucking hate the cold.
I'll roll for Brim and I'll roll for Cherish.
Dear diary, today was a good day.
Cherish.
I won't go on to the rest of that song because it's wrong, so very wrong.
Cherish is also apparently writing in her diary.
Dear diary, today.
But Brim does well. So Carrion, I'm going to say you and Brim are the only two that notice this. Nemetra is wearing a pendant that you can just see around her neck as she comes over, that has a diamond shape with a snowflake in the middle. Which you would know to be the holy symbol of Oril the Frostmaiden.
Oh, hell. Who is this, sorry?
This is the owner of the tavern.
Okay.
Nemetra, what's her name?
Yeah.
Nemetra Merskin.
That's what I said.
She heads over and, presumably upon seeing AJ, would would welcome you.
Say, what the fuck are you doing here?
And ask if you are likely to be putting a performance on this evening, or if you're just looking for a space to stay.
Oh, well, if you're inviting me to perform, then I'm more than happy to.
Well, it's getting late in the evening, and there's been some nasty business in the town this evening.
Like what?
Well, the execution in the town square was...
Oh, yes! Oh, terrible.
Can I perceive... Sorry, can I insight that?
What's to perceive?
Is he, like, genuinely being sarcastic?
Roll me an insight check.
I love the corpses burning.
I don't know what I would roll. I don't.
What do you think AJ sees with a 13? It's...
I think it's just that he honestly didn't kind of cotton on that she meant the execution.
No non-concerned answer to this. There's no, like, either you forgot because you didn't think it was important, or you don't think it's important, or you were quite pleased.
I think it was that he didn't think it was important. He thought, oh, you know, if he's being publicly executed, I don't think many people would care.
Yeah.
So the sudden, the unfortunate that where he thought, well, she must mean something else because everyone else would be happy about this execution, surely. There's a big old crowd cheering and shit. They seem to be having a whale of a time.
Well, perhaps I'll give a quick performance of levity then, if people wish for it.
That'll be good. And you'll need the usual room. Or actually,
Yes.
You're travelling with a few other people, so maybe...
Yes, I know, I've got friends.
It's a interesting look on you.
Plot twist. What do you mean an interesting look? I've had friends a couple times.
The way she said it did not... Oh, so he said it did not sound like he had friends. Like, yes, I'm with friends.
Friends sort of come and go for me. The point being is, if we are to stay a night, is there any chance we could store our equipment safely?
Yes, I think I can arrange that.
You do me a great
got a
favor,
safe
my lady.
in the office. If there's anything that needs to be kept safe, I can keep it in there.
Yes, perfect. Does that come at extra charge?
Put on the performance and we'll call it even.
Works for me.
I go and perform.
Roll me a performance check.
I'm a background dancer.
Oh my god! AJ! That's the third 8!
Actually, if AJ, if Carrion's doing background dancing, you can roll again to roll with advantage.
Advantage, sure.
Oh!
Never mind. Never mind.
Ow! Carry on!
You
Stepped on my talon.
like wiggling his butt far too enthusiastically.
Very big
accidentally bumps AJ, nearly knocks him off the stage.
He gets in the corner, just like bashing something together, making a loud noise.
I want to make it absolutely clear to everyone that Dax is having no part of this performance, and we'll just be drinking.
Dax, you see, as this performance is happening, AJ puts on a very good performance, and Carrion is very enthusiastic, if not very coordinated, as a backup dancer. Snicket's hammering away in the corner, and you're slightly concerned about this, but you know that Brim and Cherish probably have that covered if their cardboard cutouts are there. And you look around the room, and you see a
monk,
a tiefling with a large tankard of ale, who appears to be several tankards into this evening's merriment, sat talking with, at present, a male halfling.
What colour's the tiefling?
The tiefling, I'm going to say, is a red-coloured tiefling. Because it doesn't tell me. And they're both dressed in simple townsfolk outfits. They're not wearing uniforms that would denote what their day jobs were. Roll me a quick insight check.
Ooh.
Okay. You can see that the tiefling is consoling the halfling. You've kind of got a bit of talent at spotting people when they're in need of something, and this halfling clearly came in need of talking to someone. It doesn't look like they're very close friends, but they definitely know each other, and the tiefling is listening to possibly a sad story.
And then she took the kids.
And she took my goldfish in a bit.
I will buy 3 tankards of ale or whatever they have going.
Yep.
And then take them over to the table and just say, like, you seem like you might need these. And then also, as I do that, like, sit down as well.
Okay. As you sit down, the tiefling very happily takes the new drink, plops down a now mostly empty tankard, and takes up the full one to drink. Thank you, stranger. My name is Scython. Normally I'm the captain of the ferry, but we've been iced in for a few weeks, so not much to do but try and stay warm in here with a few drinks and listen to what's going on. And this is I closed the note too soon and forgot the name. This is Tegan Dapperfoot. And the halfling sort of nods in your direction.
Yes, I'm Dax. I travel around the towns, to hunt, that sort of thing, kill monsters. But yeah, Tegan, you seem troubled.
Are you here for him? Tegan says. He doesn't look up. He sort of slides the new tankard of ale over, but he doesn't make eye contact with you and just, are you here for him?
Essentially, we're here for a number of reasons. Who's him?
The murderer. The one who killed my sister.
Oh, with the ice knife?
Yes.
Well, yes and no. Yes, we're I'm looking into that. It was tragic, awful business from the sound of it. Do you know anything about it that could help me?
I didn't get a good look at him before he disappeared into the darkness. She was killed in my cabin. But I'll never forget those icy blue eyes. They almost glowed in the dark.
Yes, that's what I mean. We're investigating a number of murders across the 10 towns, and Yes, these blue eyes are often getting mentioned.
They're probably the same person then, right?
Probably, potentially. Do you know why she might have been targeted by a killer?
I serve as the aide to the town speaker. My sister Elsie, I conveniently lost her name from the most recent lottery draw.
I see. And that's yes. And you think that was the motivation for the killer?
That's the only thing that she did recently that might... I mean, unless it was he just was going to murder someone in my cabin.
Hmm. When did this happen?
A couple of weeks ago.
See, I mean, I'd be happy to look at your cabin with my friends. I'm trying not to say that my friends are the ones currently dancing, because they will not inspire confidence. But I'd be happy to call in and see if we can find anything.
Is this a good time to shout out, "Hey, Dax, come over and join us"?
If you think you can find anything that might help, then you are welcome to stop by the cabin, but it's been a few weeks now. I don't know if there's anything you can find.
Well, it might be worth some of my companions have, magic capabilities that might assist. I assume you give any evidence that was relevant to the local authorities.
Yes, the militia came and investigated. I don't know what they're doing. They've been very busy recently with Dazan and keeping him locked up and...
Dazan?
Yes, the Red Wizard who was executed.
Oh, the one who... Yes, him. Yes. So we only just arrived tonight. So they don't have any leads, the militia, or...?
They suspect that possibly the killer was somebody who moved from this town to the others. Bless you.
Bless you.
Sorry.
But no, they've not been able to spare the manpower to travel to any of the other towns to see if there's any crossover.
Have you had any... Around that time, was there a traveling caravan came to the town when your sister was killed?
Yes, it would have been about the time that Torg's merchant company was in the town.
Yes, that name's come up a few times.
Do you suspect it was them?
Possible. Well, maybe it's hard to say because correlation's not causation and all that. Like, it's something to investigate. Now, you have you ever put any other name, like in the same way you forgot to put your sister's name in the lottery? Did you ever?
It was only ever this one for keeping my family safe.
And who was it who died? Who was sacrificed?
I don't remember.
Okay. Well, thank you for telling me this, and it's been very helpful. I'll be staying in this tavern. If you remember anything, or any more details that seem relevant, or find anything, if you would like, we can come by to your cabin and do some investigating if that's going to be at all useful.
If you want to, it's yes.
I'll take his address, wherever that is. And then I'll say, well, I'll leave you to your drink.
As you start to prepare to leave, Scythion sort of picks up the now a lot of the new tankard you brought over has been drunk as you've had this conversation. He just sort of blearily eyed looks at you and go, "You want to know something I've heard?
Always.
That in Dugan's Hole, people live in fear of winter wolves that haunt the outskirts of the town. Big as horses they are, and much smarter than the average wolf.
They steal picnic baskets."
Is this relevant to the other conversation I was having?
What other conversation you was having?
About the terrible murder of Tegan's sister.
Oh, no, probably not. But it's something I heard that might be interesting to you.
Well, in future, write those things down and send them to me in writing. That's more helpful.
How? I don't know your address. And you move around a lot. Apparently,
if you then throw it into a fire, into a chimney, it will get to me.
Oh, there's a chimney in here.
Yes, so throw it in there and that'll come straight to us.
I'm gonna take a break. I think I had too much to quit.
Yes.
And he gets up and sort of stumbles towards the door.
Tegan, do you mind asking, what does he do?
Who are you asking, Tegan?
I'm asking Tegan what Sivon does, yes.
Well, he normally is the captain of the ferry, but the...
Oh, yes, of course, the ferry captain.
The ferry's been iced in, so he's...
drinking himself to death.
Waiting for it to thaw, or waiting for... to be able to move it out into the lake.
Well, I hope he's sober when he gets back to sailing.
He'll be fine by then, or drink himself to death, possibly. Well, we'll try and keep an eye on him.
He can look after himself, I'm sure. And I'll head over just to some sort of empty table and wait for the rest of my group to stop dancing.
You head over to a table and you find a table that Snicket is hammering away at some contraption on. It lets out a as you sit down.
Being careful there, Snicket?
You're not entirely sure if Snicket intended it to, or that's something that it shouldn't do.
What's what's that word mean?
Don't pretend you don't know. I know you're not as scatterbrained as you pretend to be. At least I really hope you're not.
Snicket, roll me a d20 real quick.
Well. Hello.
Hi.
Okay.
D20 is 12. That summons a Tanny.
That's apparently did summon a Tanny.
Yay! I'm finally here. And my cat's looking at me weirdly.
Earth suddenly snaps out of T-pose.
Oh, my back really hurts.
My,
Why is
my
arm so
arms. It's like they've been held out for hours.
And about this point, the rest of Carrion and AJ return to the table as well from vigorous and enthusiastic dancing.
I just thought it needed more energy. I thought it needed more energy. I was just trying to help.
I think I've got cramp. Do you mind rubbing my neck a little bit?
Arms out.
Rub's neck.
Ah, thank you.
Marion, do bear in mind this is AJ's profession, and
Yeah.
she has and he has a reputation, and
Yeah.
your additions to their performance might affect their reputation.
So you're saying that AJ is incapable of saying that it will may help?
No, I'm saying
You're saying that it's incapable. You're calling AJ a moron. Why would you call AJ a moron? That's not a very nice thing to say.
He's got a point.
Oh, there, Meryl.
I appreciate all of your, input on my performances. If it comes a time where I feel I need to step on solo, then I will let you know, Carrion. But that tonight was an experience.
You're welcome.
I keep rubbing my neck.
Rub's neck.
Thank you.
I did get some valuable information whilst you were dancing.
Oh, I?
The halfling at the table over there, and I sort of point. That is Tegan Dapperfoot, and their sister was murdered by, seemingly this blue-eyed, ice knife wielding murderer.
Person who could say
Lord.
Blue Eyes White Dragon at that point.
No. And Tegan explained to me that he forgot to put his sister's name in for the lottery.
Oh.
So she didn't bribe him. She didn't, ask him. He just did it for, caring for his sister.
Yeah.
And that's led to her being murdered.
So, his sister is the one that got killed. What's the sister's name?
Elfie. I'm assuming Dapperfoot, but, she could be married.
Selfie. So...
Elsie.
Elsie.
Oh, Elsie, sorry. So this icy blue-eyed individual is murdering those who have admitted to be put in the lottery.
Yes. Now, what interests me here is, how did anyone else find out about this? Because if someone's bribing people, there's there could be witness. If this is just something just Tegan did, how did anyone know that this had happened?
I mean, he's sitting drunk in a bar.
But he's drunk because his sister was brutally murdered.
I'm going to say that in these towns, there seems to be a lot of people who get drunk in the music because there's very little else to do.
True.
So I'm just saying, alcohol-infused lips tend to flap.
But Tegan did say if we did want to investigate his cabin, which was where his sister was murdered, we can. But it was a few weeks ago now. We might not find anything.
Well...
And... Oh, sorry.
All I'm saying is that with all the bribes and everything, weren't they going to... They were going to the Zentaran, right? Or different towns.
The first one was the Zentaran.
Yes.
The second one was just to the lady who gave the money away.
All right.
Because she got guilty. And then this one there was no bribe at all. It was just omitted. So it seemed that the killer doesn't like names being omitted for any reason, but it still begs the question why it was how he knew.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say, is that it seems that whoever knows has eyes and ears everywhere, so I suppose it wouldn't be much of a stretch that they were part of an organization of sorts.
A network of sorts of varying dark.
Network? That's a good word.
I know.
It rhymes with...
Wet.
That.
It conveniently is the killing of people.
No, but it'd be a bit strange for one man to know what all of this is going on, especially if it's been done in secrecy. Unless he just has a lot of eyes, which is creepy.
He might have a lot of eyes. Maybe he's a beholder. Oh, could you imagine if he's a beholder?
A beholder with all ice blue eyes.
With all blue eyes.
Very well.
Or what if it's someone?
Although I think some people probably noticed that.
I dramatically put my foot on the table and point up to the ceiling.
Then we must go and find the icy blue-eyed beholder.
Nymetra comes past with a tray and sits it down and just says, "Foot off the table, AJ."
Oh, sorry.
I was still looking at the ceiling trying to see what AJ was pointing at. You see the beholders up there? There's a beholder upstairs.
It seemed like the murderer was described as a man, like a humanoid.
Oh.
Doesn't mean he can't be very good at disguising himself.
Maybe it's a beholder and 3 gnomes in a trench coat.
Or 3 kobolds in a trench coat.
I somehow doubt it.
It could be about 10 goblins all in a ball.
Nymetra walks past with the tray again and just says, 3 kobolds in a trench coat happens more often than you think around here.
I can imagine.
I'm sure it doesn't.
Also,
It's very common.
goblins in a ball.
Never been tough.
Snicket! You were in on this conspiracy the entire time!
Looks up. Eh?
I feel we may be moving away from productive work here.
Are you saying I'm upstairs?
Well, what's to say you're not upstairs? What's to say you're anywhere but here?
He has a point. He has a point.
There's a sound from the contraption that Snicket's working on as a piece just sort of launches itself off.
I found that rather weird.
All I'm saying is that all these wild accusations are to say I don't have a clue. But we must go and embark and find who this is.
Well, let's leave wild accusations till we have some clues. Let's do clues first, then wild accusations, because sometimes wild accusations get people killed.
You sound terrified.
Have you made a wild accusation that might get someone killed?
No.
Injury lawyers for you.
Have you had a triple fool anywhere? Made a wild accusation that got someone horribly murdered?
Yes.
Sucks for
No,
you.
I just feel let's not accuse people of being terrible murdering monsters. Even in people can be tense when there's murders going on, and it doesn't take much for the wrong person to get torn to shreds.
I think you have made a wild accusation.
Well, I remember it being mentioned that a blue-eyed human was with a traveling caravan of traders.
Yes,
That's the one,
and
But when he wasn't there, he was in taverns. So I suppose the best bet is to go to every tavern in the 10 towns and see if he's there. That was some good alliteration.
That's a great idea.
We're going for a lot of them, and that guy might get away though.
yeah, it's surely the caravan. If we find where that's going to be, if we track that down, and then maybe then we can stake out some taverns.
That's true, but then the issue is
Actually, no, that's counterintuitive. I was about to say that there's a lot of caravans, but then I remember there's a lot of taverns as well, so we'd be stuck either way.
We do know which caravan it is.
Well, I can come to one conclusion. It's not this tavern.
You see a man in the corner with glowing blue eyes, just like, oh.
But I've already called the Metro now. I've already called her.
God.
So, with this information about the murder here, what do we plan to do?
So, do you want to track down the caravan first?
Well, we already know where the caravan.
Yeah, I think we had.
Where?
Kerkonig.
Those are words.
We were told at the very beginning that they were probably told that Torgs was probably going to be around about Targos when we would be in the middle of the conversation with whatever her name was, the mean dwarf lady.
Crumbling.
That they were in Targos, and that they were going to head to Kerkonig. So head to Kerkonig, unless we're too late.
Forgive me for having stupid bird fingers and not being able to write everything down like that. Fine, we will go to Kerkonig and we will go and track them down and put a stop to this nonsense.
Conveniently. 1 second.
I have no idea what's going on. I just got in and I was like, but...
Conveniently,
Right, I would say that
Kerkonig is also where you happen to be heading to track down the person who went missing up a mountain.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is what I was thinking at the same time.
The husband's husband.
The husband's, yeah. The husband's husband.
Yes, the husband of that person whose husband who asked you to go and find his missing husband.
The husband's husband.
Yeah, where Keegan told us to go and find Garrett.
Yeah.
Well, in which case, why don't we kill 2 birds with 1 stone? Except we shouldn't kill any birds because we'll make them extinct.
There's a lot of birds.
Yes. Oh, let's dash
Yes.
Yes. And again, AJ, maybe don't make out loud declarations in a busy tavern about our plans to find murderers and whatnot.
Well,
Inside voice.
I'm very sorry that I'm a loud individual. What, you got to have a performing voice even if you don't sing.
Nymetra comes past again and foot off the table, AJ.
Oh,
Metra,
I didn't even realize.
Metra, do you remember seeing a human guy with really blue eyes?
There was that guy that came round with Torg's caravan a few weeks ago.
Dun, dun,
He talked to anyone?
dun.
He talked to anyone in here?
Do you know his name?
Don't remember seeing him in here with anyone in particular.
Did he go and talk to anyone who was in here at the time? Like, I don't know, that guy points to
I don't remember seeing him.
No.
He was weird. He dressed like... He didn't dress for the cold?
So he dressed like the cold didn't bother him anyway.
Yeah, he dressed in the, like... He wore what they wear in the south of the Sword's Coast.
Oh,
It's pretty cold.
that's weird.
Like a stylish
feathers,
vest with matching pants and boots.
Yeah, I mean, I have feathers and I still dress up a little bit warm.
Oh, tiefling, I have to dress up warm.
We can't just all walk around naked like tieflings.
Yeah, I'm
not. I got a really big poke on him, and robe and stuff.
I just show AJ like I'm wearing like proper thick clothing.
Thick boy.
Can't let him move in this. Errol, can you stop attacking my bag,
But
please?
no, I don't think I got his name, I'm afraid.
Wait, Cher, do you have a cat?
No, I
no.
have a cat. I miss the pudding.
Meow.
Oh, Mr. Puddins!
Mr. Puddings looks very different. Meow.
Puddins has always been Mr. Puddins.
puddings. I like pudding.
She's just taking the sipper
Miss
off my
Pudding.
bag.
Mr. Puddins likes you. Rubs Mr. Puddins on your face.
Stop that.
Is there any other wild accusations or lines of questioning you wish to perform this evening, or are we okay to fast forward to the next morning?
Let
I
us
was just
I want
go.
to know what
I
the
should-
hell. Okay, what's going on? How's it going on? And
How is it
where
going
am I?
So you're currently in the Wet Trout Tavern in Easthaven.
Easthaven, okay.
AJ has negotiated for a room and access to the safe to be able to keep your equipment safe within Easthaven while you're here, because the town is founded, or was founded, by a thieves guild, and they have left pickpocketing legal.
Oh shit, yeah, I remember that bit.
AJ negotiated for a couple of rooms and access to the tavern access to the tavern safe in exchange for a performance, which AJ and Carrion performed.
No. Continue.
Meanwhile, Dax had a chat with a halfling and a tiefling. Mostly the halfling about his murdered sister. Which is the information you've just had related. And now you're going up for a long rest. And if anybody wants to speak to anybody before the morning, do so now. Otherwise, we'll fast forward to meeting Captain Argalath the following day.
Yep, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
I'm debating whether Carrion would just charge up to the tiefling and ask you, not tiefling, the halfling, and ask his own questions. Yep, okay, charge go to the halfling.
Okay. The
excuse
halfling's nursing the end of a large mug of ale as the time you get there.
Excuse me, you were talking to my friend earlier. That's Dax. Dax is my friend. And
Acquaintance.
you
Hi.
and you were saying that, and I'm sorry. You said that you left the name out. Did you tell anyone about that, or was that literally like you did that yourself and you kept that completely secret?
No, I kept it secret. I mean, myself and Elsie knew. I don't know if she told anybody. I don't know why she would.
We can't ask her. Is it possible that anyone saw you omit the name?
I don't think so. I just
Right.
pocketed the name instead of putting it in the box.
So it's not outside the possibility.
Possible that somebody would have found it or seen that it was missing.
Fair enough.
The following morning,
Just stares at the halfling for like half an hour.
the
And
following
then leaves
morning, the following morning, following a hearty breakfast at the Wet Trout, which doesn't consist of wet trout.
Good, that'd be a horrible breakfast.
Yeah. You head to meet with Captain Arlagath, the captain of the town's militia, who has asked for your assistance with a investigation that she and the militia are attempting to undertake but are too short-staffed to handle at the moment. And as you meet with them at the town hall just near the location where you witnessed Dazan being burnt at the stake, she greets you as you enter the town hall offices and explains, I have a case of missing people. 4 fishermen went missing on Lake Dinnershire a 10-day ago.
Why are they in your case? You said you have a case of missing people. Why are they in the case? Surely they're not missing.
I suppose that's just.
He is stunningly straightforward, isn't he?
Yep.
That's one way to put it.
He is annoyingly straightforward, isn't he?
Well, I wouldn't say annoyingly. I think he's nice company.
It's lovely.
Anyway, I have an investigation that I would like somebody to be able to perform, but we're too short-staffed at the moment with the aftermath of the investigation. 4 fishermen went missing. 4 fishers went missing on Lake Dinnershire a 10-day ago. The coastline is hard to sail along because of the ice flows, but the savvy anglers prefer it because there are fewer competing fishers from the other lake towns there. So if you could head that way and scout the coastline, bring back any intel that you find, ideally bring back the 4 fishermen. If you need...
What if not all of them are around anymore?
Bring back any survivors.
Okay.
If you need a boat to do this, we could loan you a boat.
What's the town we want to head to next, or we think the caravan might be?
The next town on your trip is Caer Dinevel, which is about 9 hours north.
Yeah.
If you take the road, you could potentially get to it a little bit quicker if you go across the river.
Right, and that's what the captain's asking us to do: go across the water.
Well, she is offering you a chance to borrow a boat to go and investigate. Yes.
Yeah.
So the next place that you are trying to get to is Caer Dinevel, and from there you head north to Caer Konig, which is where you believe the missing caravan, or not the missing caravan, the caravan that everybody knows where it is, as well as the last known location of Keegan would be.
How convenient.
And so potentially you could, if you inquire, potentially cut some time off of the travel by beelining across the lake.
Yes.
Meryl,
Meryl,
don't die.
So, if you want to talk to her about that, let me know.
No?
I feel we need to track down this caravan as soon as possible, because they'll move on.
Yeah, we're screwed.
Yeah, we
So-
need to find him.
So we can borrow this boat, get across, cut a bit of time off, and not look for these fishermen, but not make it a priority or anything.
Yeah,
On the way.
I think cutting across the lake is probably our best bet. I'm not going to lie to you.
Oh my god,
Probably
Brim's
the quickest
alive!
way across.
Brim's alive!
2 seconds, everyone.
It's the first time you've talked in like weeks.
I'm so glad you're here.
He had a sore throat.
The chaotic nature of the group needed some balancing out, I think.
But I'm so tempted.
Chaotic!
I'm
I-
so tempted to
I-
say
is it-
something
is it
so
great-
badly.
It's a great thing that you're here, Brim. Dax has been really shirking his duties.
Honestly, I'm a bit concerned that nothing
Out of character.
something has been blown up in my absence. My arms have been really tired from holding the T-pose for so long.
We tried to put your arms down, but you just kept holding them there.
I know. I don't know what came over me.
I don't know. I just
Out of character, you were saying something?
You had the signs of T-pose paralysis, but also out of character. I really want to say this, but Daddy's back.
Sorry I've been away so long,
Hi,
everyone.
Daddy. You're right.
I do apologize for being late. But cutting across the lake seems good. Why don't we just charter a boat and look for those missing fishermen along the way? We've got a caravan to hunt down.
I mean, that sounds like the best. I mean, I'm not saying don't do it. I'm not saying we shouldn't do it. I'm saying we should do it. But I'm just querying before we do it. Does any of us know how to drive or row or control a boat?
That is a very good point.
I'm gonna take this headphone.
Could we convince the captain lady to give us someone who could drive the boat for us?
Does anyone have the sailor background?
I did meet someone last night who's
We
a sailor.
do know a ferryman.
Yeah.
Do you know if that could work?
Now, he was very drunk last night, but presumably he knows what he's doing.
Aye.
I'll force feed him like 15 cups of coffee. It'll be good. It's fine.
But yeah, like if these fishermen who are, presumably they don't know what they're doing, they're going missing. Us just doing it ourselves seems potentially dangerous. So yeah, hiring someone who knows what they're doing, or the captain hiring for us, ideally.
If you need somebody to pilot the boat, I can loan a staff member. We can get a skiff that can hold up to 8 crew or 8 passengers.
John, you know what will happen if you do that?
What?
You'll have to name each and every one of them, and then we'll become really attached to them, and you'll have to roleplay excessively as them, and then they'll all die.
To be fair,
yeah, but
we're
we're 6.
If they can, yeah, it would only be 2.
It would be 1 crew member and the
That
6
would make
of
it
you.
even worse!
This is being so attached to that guy.
I thought our usual MO was to kill the crew and take over ourselves.
New pet.
You can't have intelligent creatures as pets. It's wrong.
Hey, I'm just trying to make sure my little cat that I got recently on Monday is not causing trouble for me.
I'm not talking about your cat.
My cat, my baby. Be my baby.
Pet.
Okay.
Oh God, Meryl, please. Get away from the curtains. I know you want to climb on that.
Do you want to try and convince Scythian to be your captain, or are we hiring someone else?
I don't know why I thought you could say considering to be your lawful wedding husband.
What's the harm in trying to persuade?
Well, if we take one of the captain's people, they'll probably expect us to do a bit of searching.
True.
Yeah.
If
We're not up for
we
doing
hire-
that.
Well, I think the idea was like,
She is offering us a reward for it, so it's like,
Yeah, there is
try.
there
We
is
could
a
be needing
reward.
some cash. We could be needing some cash.
they don't have.
It's not.
It's not
I think
cash.
she was offering a scroll of fireball or a bag of tricks.
Yes.
Honestly, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
But I'd like fireball in my book.
I know you like fireball.
Yeah.
We'll totally do this.
Okay. Well, I didn't like that Scythian. He seemed a drunk and an idiot. Although he did mention something about some wolves in Dugan's Hole. Is there anything to be concerned about, Captain?
I mean, if you go to Dugan's Hole, maybe.
Yes.
If
Fair
you're
enough.
heading north to Caer Dinevel or Caer Konig, not immediately a problem for you.
Right. Well, we'll mark that. I'll make a note of that. But yes, let's avail ourselves of this skiff and one of your staff, Captain, and Do we have anything else to do in this town?
I don't think so.
I mean, we could
I
go
don't want
to.
to stay here long. I don't want to stay here longer, only because of the fact that this place is known for thieving, and I don't want to lose my valuables.
Yeah. I say we go.
We go.
Let's go.
Let's get on.
Go.
Errol.
Also, howdy, Sir Droobles.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
You head out and head towards a skiff and are greeted by a human in the city militia uniform with long brown hair with a streak of white starting to go through it. Pulled back tight into a ponytail. And he's slowly chipping away at the ice in front of the skiff.
I would like to check the colour of his eyes.
His eyes are a deep brown.
Okay, that's fine. It's all good.
He turns around and... you must be the folks I'm ferrying north as we try to investigate the missing fisherman. And then
Aye, that'd
dropping
be
you
us.
off at Caer Konig.
Aye.
Well, it'll be a few hours before we get to Caer Konig, but we'll keep a steady eye out on the shoreline as we go. It'll be a few minutes before I'm ready to cast off, as I need to clear some more ice. So if you want to make your way on board and settle in.
Could I help clear the ice?
If you wish. Any assistance would be greatly welcomed. If any of you have experience with nautical vessels.
I can help you. I have experience with clearing ice.
I wouldn't take him up on that offer if I was you.
I can give a go. I can give it a shot.
Okay. Well, then let's clear some ice, and everybody else get on board and be ready to set sail in a few minutes.
So I'm going to draw my crossbow and start pumping firebolts into the ice.
No.
You draw a crossbow and just start firing, and everywhere that it hits, there's a little... and the ice just melts around the crossbow bolt in the water and in the ice. Turns to water. That's how melting works.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yeah, science. Meanwhile, Cherish and Dax and Captain Damon just start chipping away at the ice with large... He has a sledgehammer and he offers similar to the others. Just break up some of the ice so that the boat can get free. And it's heavy work and it's hard work, but you take about 5-10 minutes to get the ice cleared, and he gets everybody on board the boat and starts sailing northward. As you are heading along this ice flow, could I get a perception check from everybody, please?
Yes, of course.
Hey.
Perception.
If that had been
Good
an
at this.
8, I
I'm
would
a monk.
For fuck's sake!
What?
How?
Kiri, I have rolled nothing but 13s this whole fucking game!
Like, I'm sorry, but damn.
Okay, does everybody have ears still?
I've got
Yes.
one ear left.
Are they...
Discord did the thing of blocking out most of the high pitched stuff, so I'm
Meryl,
okay.
well, that's what this mic does. It's like when I scream, it reduces the volume.
I think...
I
windows may have just shattered near Amy as she rolled that 13.
Yeah. I like the fact you know that it does this, and you're fully intentionally
Foundry, please.
Okay.
Foundry, please.
Snicket.
Foundry, I'm begging you. Hold
Hello,
on.
yes.
Foundry. There we go.
Oh, my name's
Foundry,
Snicket.
please.
Snicket.
Yes.
Ugh.
As the boat is sailing north, you're heading through some ice floes, and you can see the ice. The ice is very close around and flowing and moving, and in this bit of the lake, it's wide enough that the ice is broken up and moving, and you can see it bouncing off the ship. And if you were in a smaller ship, this would be a lot more dangerous. If you were in a larger ship, this would potentially be a lot more dangerous. But with the skiff, it's
A lot more dangerous.
it's quite dangerous. But luckily, Captain Damon is piloting the ship quite well and avoiding the large chunks of ice, and is able to keep you safe. And you notice, Snicket, about an hour or so after you leave, maybe a little bit less than that, you see a rowboat bobbing untethered in the water, not far from the 80-foot high cliff along the shoreline. And you can see in the cliff face the mouth of 4 caves dotted along the snowy cliffside. One of these is at water level, and the other 3 that you can see are elevated about 20 or 30 feet over the frozen lake. And you can hear from the... as you start to get close to it, you can also hear the sound of moaning from the caves.
I relay all of this to everybody else. And I start singing my crossbow readiness.
They might be having some private time.
Oh my.
They've been missing for how long?
And a week. No, a week.
Yeah.
I mean, you never know in this environment. They need to do something to stay warm.
Are there any birds or anything like that about?
Not that you can see.
Just because I got to speak with animals, so I was considering.
So are these islands we're hearing this from, or what?
So basically, this is the cliff wall. There's a set of, as it's now been pointed out, you can see a set of 4 cave entrances in the cliff wall. One of them is at the level of the water. The other 3 are dotted around 20 to 30 feet above the surface of the water.
Okay.
And you hear this weird shrieking, moaning sound coming from the icy caves.
All right.
Sounds like fun.
Should we investigate that, or
Let's go have a look.
I mean,
Let's have a goose
there's
scan.
a rowboat there, and we're looking for people who might have used a rowboat.
Precisely.
Did they use a rowboat? I'm asking Damon.
I believe so, so yes, let's pull over and investigate. And he steers the skiff over towards where the rowboat is just sort of bobbing.
Bobbling along.
singing a song?
And as you get there,
Roll initiative! Yeah!
you see an abandoned rowboat. Who amongst you climbs down to investigate?
I'll do it.
Brim, you climb down and you stand on the ice and look into the rowboat, and you can see 4 sets of oars, 4 sets of fishing tackle, a dozen empty bottles lying in the rowboat. and you can also see the faint tracks of people walking across the icy surface towards the cave.
It looked like they got out here and went towards the icy caves.
Why would someone do that?
Maybe they saw something and then went to explore.
Or they were lured by something.
Or lured by something. Or they just fancied having a look.
Aye, or they just fancied having a look.
Or they were smuggling stuff.
Or they were smuggling stuff, but my money's on the, because of the moaning and groaning we hear, my money's on Lord.
Is the moaning like from a human or elf or dwarf, or is it something more monstrous?
It's difficult to tell.
I mean, it could just be the wind going in through the top ones and coming out the bottom ones.
That's true.
Well, we best find out.
Either way, we've got to go and have a look.
I will stay with the boat.
I think that's best.
Because I have no combat experience, I am entirely for piloting a boat.
Mm-hmm.
Informs Captain Damon.
So there may be combat involved. Yay!
Well, there may be trouble ahead.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
It's quiet. Too quiet.
Shut up, Meryl.
And
Did I mention I'm only 2 days away from retirement?
as you say all of this and climb down onto the ice floes and start heading towards a cave, a shriek from behind you pierces through the air, louder than the sounds coming from the cave, and you whip round to hear the flapping of wings as two winged creatures descend upon you.
Well, that's no good.
And we're going to go to a battle map.
Oh.
Whoa.
And
My.
we're going to go to a battle map with this screen as well.
Well, I'm glad that the paralysis of the T-pose wore off, so I could actually fight something.
Just smack a bitch.
And we're going to start the combat track. And I'm going to say...
Lovely.
You see two creatures, humanoid, but with bird-like wings for arms.
Harpies, maybe?
Flap down, shrieking. Could I get initiatives, please?
You can.
That's harpies, yeah.
There is no
I just think to myself, they're only harpies, and I just remember we're all level 2s.
Yeah.
Oh.
it's a bit of a kick, isn't it?
There we go. It was telling me there was no...
Oh my god. Of course the one time I don't get the result of 13 is when I roll a 13.
My dice just rolled over someone else's. Just like hit someone else's and went straight over it.
Whee!
Okay. So...
Oh, I rolled it twice. Sorry. I double-clicked. My bad.
Carrion.
All of the dice.
Got.
Meryl, no! I need this. I'm trying to eat my headphones, guys.
I'm quickly having a look through the stuff I've got. It's been so long since you didn't combat.
It's been a while.
I think I'm going to I'm just going to do a simple magic missile.
Okay.
On this one. So just
why did Brim suddenly get hurt?
Sorry.
He didn't.
My health on here is 10 less than it should be. I was trying to fix it, but I did not realize that was an injure thing rather than an add thing. My bad.
Did that only roll one? Did that just roll one?
That did roll one dart.
So I'll roll 2 more.
Cool. So that's all to this one.
All to that.
The three darts zoom out of Carrion and slam into one of the harpies. And she doesn't look happy.
And then I'm gonna do a 5 to 5, 10. I'm just gonna move a little bit away so we're not all like bunched up. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Next up, it is AJ.
Me. Woo. Okay. So are they elevated off the ground, or are they like ground level?
They're a little bit off the ground. They're not massively off the ground, but you can attack them from ground level.
Yeah. All right. I will do that. Hi.
Let's have a dance with our talent, shall we? Whoop!
Oh, that was close.
That does hit.
What is it? Oh, sweet. 6.
Okay. Oh, good. That is working.
I've just seen the note on that attack.
Remind me when this rolls on. Oh, shit. No! You fuck! What have you done to my blade?
Black iron blades.
You're the one who wanted to sharpen. You had to make something up.
Right.
Oh, is that everything for your turn, AJ?
No, I'm gonna bardically inspire Dax out of spite.
Okay. You spite inspire Dax.
Why have I? What have I done?
Nothing. I just feel something's off. Ta-da!
So what can I do with these guys?
I love that. I just feel something's off. Inspires Dax.
So this harpy is going to start singing.
My.
Could I get... Oh, I should have made that as a public roll. Could I get a wisdom saving throw from everybody here, please?
Oh, I'm 8 at those.
Wisdom saving.
No. What we're doing again, sorry? Wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
With,
bollocks.
7 pro.
Not bad.
I hit exactly 11.
Okay, so Cherish.
Snicket got one, I think.
You are charmed. Snicket, you are charmed. And who are we still waiting for anybody?
Okay,
No,
yeah.
I rolled.
Oh no, never mind.
Okay. So, Snicket and Cherish, you are both charmed by this this harpy.
Oh dear.
Until it stops singing, you ignore the songs of other harpies. If you are more than 5 feet away from it, you must move towards it by the most direct route, trying to get within 5 feet of it. At the end of your turn, you can repeat the saving throw. If you take damage from a source other than the harpy, you can repeat the saving throw.
So we can't attack it, no?
You can't attack it, you just need to move towards it and stand next to it, listening enraptured to the song.
We're basically out of the fight.
For now.
For now. And so, Cherish, on your turn, you need to move towards that harpy.
Okay. Which
Go
one? This
hug a
one?
harpy.
This one.
Okay.
This one.
How far? Just like.
As far as your movement allows you to go and stand next to it.
Yep.
And then at the end of your turn, could you make another wisdom saving throw, please?
God, I hope fucking it goes well this time.
It's time to do a fucking
Press it
wisdom.
again.
No!
Oh!
Nope.
My wisdom is shite. Say that.
Cool, I'm going to have fun with that.
Better than mine.
Bitch.
Brim.
Well, I've heard enough. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 25. Oh, perfect. When I get there, I'm just going to jump up and try and just knock her out.
Okay. So you're attacking the one that's singing?
Yes, I am.
Roll me an attack roll.
It's just a massive shut up, and then please.
Ooh.
That,
Okay.
that does not hit, I'm afraid.
Well, bonus action. That doesn't hit either.
That does not hit either. Just misses. You leap up and just still singing, it just like moves out of the way of both of your attacks.
Oh, come here, you flight bastard.
This harpy is going to is going to attack, and as you requested, AJ, it is going to attack you with its talons.
Okay.
That is a
I suppose I asked for it.
14 to hit.
I dodge it!
It is then going to swing a club at you. That is a 14 to hit.
You're too slow.
It swings its talons and you duck back and you bring your rapier up and just deflect the club as it swings at you. And it is now Dax's turn.
Okay, I am going to cast Hex on the nearest harpy.
Okay.
So that's a bonus action.
I don't have a thingy for that, but that one is hexed.
So they're hexed. And then I will take a shot with my bow.
Okay.
Yarbo.
Yarbo.
Oh, would this also be considered my favored terrain, which is Arctic?
It would be, yes.
Yeah.
Rage is attacking the game.
That'll hit.
Okay. So damage. And then I do another D6 of damage for my hex.
For the hex, yes.
So it's 7 piercing and 5 necrotic.
Very nice.
And I think I can only do one attack, so that's me.
Do you want to move anywhere?
Aye, I'll move back. I feel that might be a good idea. Yeah, that'll do. Just so I'm putting a bit more distance.
Okay, you take a bit of a step back, pull out your bow and arrow, fire, and the arrow strikes into the harpy. The necrotic burst from your hex deals it some more damage, and it is now Snicket's turn.
I wonder what I'm going to do on my turn.
And you walk towards a harpy and roll me a wisdom saving throw. No.
I'm just going to sit back and watch you guys fight this one.
Carrion.
Hi.
Hi. Eat
Hi,
you.
You me.
Eat you.
Eat me. I don't want to keep using the old spells because I might run out of them. What's the range?
Might run out.
It's not actually. I could do that. How wide does a harpy feel?
Reasonably.
I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to attempt to toll the dead.
Okay.
On the one.
Consider you're dead. Told.
Hold on, like, yeah, they're both within range. So I'm going to focus on the one I attacked last time, the one furthest.
The one that's furthest away from you.
I'm going to toll. That's my 14 wisdom save.
It rolled a 13.
So if I click damage, that not take that damage, it takes a different amount of damage.
Yeah, it takes a D12.
D12A. Or a D12A. I don't want as much as I'd love to do, but
That is significantly more damage than 2.
Dang.
So it takes that damage.
A loud boom rings out, and the harpy's ears just start. One ear just starts bleeding.
I'm gonna move a little bit more to get a little bit closer, but
Okay.
not. That's me done.
AJ.
Hi.
Hi.
Alright, time to slaughter a... Calling her a bitch is just a little bit too harsh, so I'm going to call her a hoe instead. Time to slaughter a hoe.
You are at advantage for this attack.
Oh, that's so sexy. Right. Okay.
Hey, Jerry, stab the bitch!
I'm trying! Oh, thank God for that. Right. Ooh, look at that.
Okay. Anything else on your turn?
No.
Okay, it is the harpy's turn, and as a bonus action, she's going to continue singing. Because she can.
Is this a scare thing or just...
It's a charm.
It is a charm effect.
Just a charm. Okay.
Which she can continue doing for a bonus action on her turn, which means she can still attack. Which means she is going to attack Brim with a club.
Do it.
That is a 12.
Miss. I have an AC of 17 because I'm so cool.
And we're going to try and attack Brim with some claws.
That was nearly a 20 on my screen.
Which is an 11, because apparently my creatures can't roll for toffee.
Nah.
So, Cherish, on your turn, you stand and listen to the song of the harpy.
Yep.
And at the end of your turn, could you make me a wisdom saving throw?
Hope so. Let me just...
Roll. Why?
Dave!
Damn it! God
Oh.
damn it!
You continue to listen to the song of the harpy, I'm afraid. Brim.
Some shit.
I'm gonna try and hit it twice again.
Okay.
But I would like to ask, while these fists are rated E for everyone, they are non-lethal.
Okay. That'll hit.
Perfect. Let me just move my sheet out the way. I'd like to damage, please.
So that will knock her unconscious.
Fantastic, that's all I wanted.
Yay!
She stops singing. Which means that you guys are no longer charmed.
There you go. And then as my bonus action, I would like to kick the other one.
Okay. That doesn't hit.
Oh, come on.
Oh, no, you're at advantage for that, though.
Oh, I'm at advantage, though. It's fine. I'll try just
so
roll again.
On the thing in the channel, if you just press the plus button,
Okay.
if you hover over attack.
I did. Oh!
That might hit.
Oh, brilliant. Oh.
Wait, what? Did that... Oh, so that should be actually 9 points of damage.
Yeah. Does that also knock that one out?
It doesn't, I'm afraid.
Oh, shame. But can I describe what I do, though?
You might. By all means, you can.
Perfect. I think what Brim does is uses, because Snicket is charmed out of his mind right now. So I think what Brim does is does like a hops up, puts his foot on Snicket's head before like extending his foot into the harpy's face, like jumping off of Snicket, kicking the one harpy in the face to knock her out, and then extending his fist into the other one before landing again and facing her.
Excellent.
Nice.
And then by the time Snicket comes back to himself, he doesn't realize the fact that there's a giant boot print on his bald head.
On your head, Snicket.
Bye.
That's my turn.
And at the end of your turn, it is the harpy's turn. And seeing her friend go down, she is going to try and flee, and she will use a action to disengage. And she's going to fly 40 feet. Flapping as fast as she can to get out of the way of this fight. Dax.
Right. Well, I'm going to chase after her. So... Okay, and will that put me in range of it with my bow?
Easily.
Yeah, now is this the one that was hexed, or that one?
No, this is the one that is hexed, yes.
It's hexed, right, okay. And I will take a shot at it with my bow.
Easily hits.
Easily hits, so damage. So that's 5 piercing, and again I do a D6
D6
necrotic.
for the necrotic.
5, so 10 altogether.
And the arrow streaks through the air, slams into her back. The bolt of necrotic energy knocks her out of the sky, and she just clashes into the water, blood pouring from the wound, and she is quite assuredly dead.
Yeah. Is the reason we didn't kill the other one?
Well, I just don't like getting blood on my hands, and we need a guide if we want to find our way through a harpy nest successfully, so I figured better to knock him out than kill him outright. Plus, they're most likely just hungry, so acting out of
No.
That's not what I'm saying at all.
They're intelligent enough to use tools, so therefore...
Yeah, so I'd most likely they're probably just in need of some compassion, so they don't pick people up out of boats and sing them to death.
I'm hearing new pet.
Meanwhile, Snicket, Karen, you two, Cherish, you okay? You right?
Fine.
You with us?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Good. Out of character, because I've only picked up this from like vague memes in other chats that I'm in with Amy. Who made a deal with Levistus?
It wasn't this group. It was
wasn't
another
this
group I'm
group.
in.
Okay, never mind.
It was a certain elf who our tiefling read his mind and saw him making a deal with a man encased in ice, and we were like, shit.
Okay, never mind. I my bad.
Oh my god.
I wasn't sure.
This is a non-Levistus game.
Yet.
Yes!
Yeah.
Never say never.
No, of course not.
Do you attempt to wake the harpy?
I think we I mean I've got 50 foot of hemp of like rope, so you know knots all around and make sure that she doesn't fly off. Just
I mean, she could try and charm us.
Well, and then we just hit her,
Yes.
and then she stops. So,
I mean,
or we
that's
could, we could try talking to her first, seeing
she
if
would
she's.
speak English, or common even.
I imagine so. She's sung well enough to get these two under par. So,
All right.
Just
I
was thinking about wanting to pop some tags and only having like $20 in her pocket or something. I got
Maybe get a gag ready.
Gotta pop some days. Only got 25 buckies.
Right, where did Macklemore go? Why is Macklemore here?
Does anyone here have healing magic?
Yes.
Yes, but I'm not using it.
I can try and stabilize her because I think I'm proficient in medicine.
I can kill her.
Don't kill her.
You don't need to stabilize
Who
her.
else
She's
failed?
not dying. She's just unconscious.
I would like to kill her.
Don't. No,
Later.
absolutely not.
Sit, boy.
I think what's going to happen after we tie her up, I think Brim is going to place a hand over her mouth, and wake her up, put a hand over her mouth, and say, "If you try anything, we're going to have this conversation again, but it's going to be another 5 minutes before you wake up."
AJ, if you could just mark off that you've cure wounds her, or healing words, depending on what you use.
Oh, sorry, I'm using it. Fine, I see how it is. Yes, I can.
It's either that or you wait 8 hours for her to wake up.
There you go.
8 hours. Dang, that D4 roll really hit her, huh?
She wakes up. She looks around, bleary eyes. She looks over and sees her. She sees what's happening in the distance.
Carrion, are you serious right now?
Let one go in the water.
What? What are you?
You literally like
What are you
ripping her
doing?
body parts. Yeah.
She has feathers. Someone might want feathers. I want feathers. Feathers are cool.
Listen,
Stuff them in the bag.
AJ has feathers. You're not going to pluck him when.
Well, he's not dead.
So it's
Yes.
free reign when AJ is dead, then, is it?
Yes.
That's backwards logic you got there. No, absolutely not.
You say to the guy wearing 3 skulls around his neck.
Yeah, listen.
I like my feathers where they are, thank you.
Yeah,
Brim is
when
not the
you're
smartest.
dead, you're not going to care where your feathers are.
Brim is wise. He is not smart. Anyway, I pull my hand back.
I'm
A
going to
little
pop
less.
some tags.
What do you want?
Well, your nest has stolen a couple of fishermen, which we'd love to have back, if they're not dead already.
What do you mean, my nest? I'm starving.
Oh, if you're starving, Brim will pull out like a bit of like one of the rations that he has, and goes, "If you're starving, you need food. You have to talk to us first. You don't have to scavenge for everything."
She looks longingly at the food.
I break off a piece of like a bit of like hard tack, and I put it up to her mouth.
You're feeding them now.
You know, kindness goes a long way.
It really doesn't out here.
Well, maybe it's time to change some of that.
What do you mean my nest has stolen people from you?
Well, I assume it was... Is it not you that has stolen the fisherman
this
then?
Cave. We don't
The
live
cave?
here.
You don't live here?
It'd be foolish to live here.
Well, do you know what's in it?
There's something far fucking worse in this cave.
No, we don't go here. It's dangerous inside.
Well, that makes sense. How dangerous? Do you have any? Well, we're about to go into there, so.
If you have anything you care about, leave it with me.
Would you like? Tell you what, I have a couple of. I've got like 10 days worth of rations, I assume.
If you're going in there, you won't need them.
Right. Well, I'm going to take about like 5 days worth of rations out and just say, if I untie you, you won't attack us, yeah?
If you let me leave with those in my life, yes.
They kill other people. They kill people.
Well, maybe a little compassion goes a long way.
They're not going to stop killing people. They kill and eat people. That's what they do.
And we've killed one of them. Right. The next time you're hungry, just maybe approach and ask for food before you attack someone else on the road. I will untie her, trusting her at her word, and give her 5 days worth of food.
She clutches it and flies off.
Try and shoot her.
Don't you fucking dare.
Very, very tempted. Very tempted.
Don't do it.
I'm gonna try and shoot her. That's what Duck would do.
Don't you fucking do it.
Roll me an attack.
That evil guy. Goodbye.
I think I'm the one in the right here, anyway.
I don't.
Yep.
Fucking.
Apparently not.
I would like to say that natural one is due to the fact that I'm trying to stop you from shooting her.
You pull out your bow, take shot, and just as you're about to release the arrow, Brim shoves you in the back, and you fire off wildly into the ice, and it just into the distance.
It's not worth the ammunition.
Well, that definitely was, no. If I'd hit it.
And by the time you can pull another arrow out, she's already disappeared into the distance, too far for you to be able to take a shot.
I understand. What? Listen, I understand the need and the want to kill any monstrous thing that is wilding out that preys on people, but I have to believe that people are better than that.
I don't think they're people.
She spoke common.
Yeah, so either the monsters who don't think about what they're doing and kill, or they're intelligent and still decide what they're going to do is kill people and eat them. Either way, they're not going to change because you gave them some food.
Well, for 5 days I've bought some poor bastard safe travel on the road. I'd say that's better than killing.
And all those other people who die after 5 days?
Maybe. I have to believe that maybe I've put in the path of she'll think twice about it and maybe just ask for food rather than hunting something. We're all struggling up here.
Dax is sort of just in disbelief at all of this. Like out of character, I entirely understand what you do and what you. But like Dax is like, no.
Yeah, no, it's completely understandable.
Are you having this conversation as you head towards the caves?
Yes, we are.
Could I get a marching order as you get into this cave?
Somewhere in the middle.
I would like to go first. I'll go first.
Carrion and AJ are in the middle. Rime is at the front.
But I would go behind Brim.
Because we're having this conversation.
Yeah, and also I'm good. This is my, environment.
So Cherish, did you say third?
Yeah, I'll go third.
And then that brings.
I'll go third.
Snicket is at the rear.
Between Aarakocra and Tieflings and the Hexborn, there's plenty of room for compassion. There's so much we could probably do for each other. Like, imagine if you had like a harpy messenger.
I don't think it'd be very effective because people would run from it.
You make your way into a cave where the ground is a frozen river heading out to the lake that you've just sailed along. The ground underfoot in here is icy, and if you need to move on it, it's going to cause you to slip.
I will say, this is my favorite terrain. Difficult terrain doesn't slow your group's travel.
Oh, you gotta love
terrain.
rangers.
This is slippery ice. Overhead, the cave has about 50 feet high ceilings, and then there are natural breaks within the ceiling that let moonlight through, so there is a dim light throughout most of the caves. Feel free to start exploring.
Not to spoil any plans, John, I'll just say as well, even when I'm engaged in another activity, I remain alert to danger.
Cool.
Also, I just want to say that even though it doesn't show it on the Foundry, I do have 35 feet of movement. I'm not just doing that.
That's all right. So we can keep moving then?
Yep.
Please?
Also, I feel like I'm just treating this like the Pokemon Ice Gym, where you travel in straight lines until you hit something.
Yeah, that's how it feels.
We're skating. It's this fucking cave shit.
As you round the corner, everybody who has rounded this corner, you see a 10-foot tall sheet of ice that would have once been a waterfall, but the water has frozen.
Could I? Because I'm pretty sure I've got. Because I think I've got an adventure, like an explorer, like a explorers or dungeoneers pack. So I think I have pittons. Could I?
Yeah, you can fly.
AJ, if you could
up from here, AJ.
Right.
AJ, if you wouldn't mind just like taking a rope and some pittons up there, so the rest of us could climb up.
I thought you'd never ask. Whee!
Honestly, I was half tempted to do some hardcore parkour, as the kids say, but yeah, you know.
You got to save your legs.
Okay. They're quite small.
I'm frail from old age.
AJ, you
I'm not that old.
take off into the air, and actually, Brim, you were the one that went and investigated the boat.
Yes.
The footprints lead to the bottom of this waterfall, and then you lose them.
Well, it looks like the footprints stop here. I imagine they keep going up. AJ, can you see anything up there from where you're standing?
Can I see some
You
footprints?
don't see any footprints going from here.
No.
Wherever they went after this is a mystery.
Sorry, again, with this being my favourite terrain. While tracking other creatures, I can learn their exact number, their sizes, and how long ago they passed through the area.
10 days ago. Human.
Yeah.
I'm gonna poke the waterfall.
Yeah.
With my...
You're thinking the same thing as me. I was going to think about looking at the waterfalls, see if there's anything different about it.
The ice is thick enough that you could climb on it, but not incredibly thick.
I start tapping it.
Are you trying to break it, or are you trying to...
See if there's like any kind of noise that's different. You would hear it. You would expect to hear a noise of knocking a frozen waterfall.
Okay.
And then you somehow hear something else that's nothing to do with. Like maybe there's a hidden passageway.
You find...
I'm just gonna go to where the footprints stop, and I'm just gonna launch a fucking firebolt at it.
Okay.
Yeah, well.
What was this roll?
Carrion has no time for this shit.
Carrion, you fire a firebolt at the wall, and surprisingly, a 15 hits the wall. It
Hooray!
doesn't try to move out of the way.
Why not?
Roll me the damage for that real quick.
It's not a match. Oh, 7. Pretty good, actually.
You hit the wall of this waterfall, and there's a cracking sound as the ice breaks and rapidly melts in one section.
A little warning
And
also
there
goes
is
a long way.
As the waterfall explodes outwards.
What?
Oh, jeez.
And I'm just going to move
Oh.
you people backwards. As the water forms up into a humanoid.
Oh shit!
I pointed at Carrion. He did it. Crazy Skullman did it.
So I'm going to say now, could we get another initiative?
Yeah!
Oh, is it a water weird or a water elemental?
It is a water weird.
Oh,
Hey,
I haven't actually fought one of these. Oof! That natural one for initiative.
See, and if
Oh.
you didn't have Carrion on the team, you'd never have fought.
Damn it.
True.
Long lately. I'm just going to sit here and do nothing for a while, am I?
Me and Chelsea Stickit just going to start playing cards. That's it.
I'm just going to find my cat and just play with her. Meryl!
Dax.
No, she's just asleep.
Right, so this thing was made of water?
Yes.
I don't know what a water weird is.
It's basically a vague humanoid shape made of water.
Do we think, like will weapons hurt it? Or do we not know?
You don't know.
No idea.
If I were to step back, would I get an attack of opportunity?
Let me double check its range. You might.
Oh, right. Well, I'll stay where I am, and I will shoot an arrow at it.
Okay.
Do you not get a ribbon this time round?
Get a what, sorry?
Get a turn order ribbon this time round.
You should have one.
I've got one in the...
I must say I don't see one.
But not on the main screen.
Oh, why do we not have one on the main screen? Main screen, why? Ah, it doesn't have one on the main screen.
No. Why is there one on the main screen, John?
There we go. Decided not to show one for some reason. A 13 will just hit.
Ooh, yeah. 6 damage.
Okay, the arrow
waterfall.
hits into the water weird, but you can see the water sort of form back up around as it passes through. It does some damage, but it's not as damaging as you would expect it to be.
Got ya.
And with that, it is time for the water weird. Who is going to look at Carrion.
Hi.
Who just fired a fireball at it. Or a
I fired a fireball at the waterfall. Not.
And it is going to try and strike out at you with a tendril of water.
Cool.
That is a 21 to hit.
No. Yeah.
Are you a...
Didn't I mention I'm full clad? Like, full plate. It's
so that is 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Jesus.
Really? There it is.
And you are currently grappled and restrained.
Well, if it isn't a consequence of Carrion's actions.
No!
And with that, it is now AJ's turn.
No! Carrion! Don't let the moisture seep through you!
Okay, I'm gonna try Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
Try is the strong word here. So, wisdom save.
It rolled a 9.
Failed. So 8 damage, and then he's got to walk away.
Okay. Yeah, it does take psychic damage. And does it let go of Carrion with that? I guess it must do, because it's
like running away in
Where is Carrion?
blind panic.
Is Carrion inside the creature?
It moves 5 feet towards it, but it's not, like, engulfed, he's just held. So I guess he lets go of Carrion and runs.
Cool.
That's
Leg
good,
it.
that's good news for Carrion.
Yeah.
It is.
And it is gonna move... Oh.
Ah,
There's only one way it can move.
through us all.
Well, that's the problem.
Or back the way it came.
But it still gets the attacks on the three of us.
It does get attacks of opportunity, but it splashes back under the water.
Right.
Bye, Felicia.
Attack of opportunity. No, attack of opportunity. Come back.
Come back here.
So, roll me some attacks of opportunity.
Come back here and receive my attack of opportunity. Well then.
Okay, Brim, apparently you'll really want to roll some attacks of opportunity. Let me double check before you roll the damage for that.
Sure, yeah.
That I've got all the points ticked on for...
Honestly, at this point, I might as well take Sentinel. When we get to level 4. Dang.
That'd be good.
Okay, so
You're
roll...
not going anywhere.
Roll your critical hit damage.
Yeah.
Why is my thing not rolling? My thingy ain't rolling. Why are you not rolling?
No, that
Why do you
didn't...
think you're not rolling? There's a lot of thingies rolling.
Why is Snicket rolling so many unarmed strikes?
I'm trying to roll my crossbow, but I was just thinking if my unarmed strikes works, but my crossbow's not working.
Huh. Why is Snicket suddenly a monk?
Right, bring up the sheet. I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way.
Oh, geez, the old-fashioned way.
Cherish and Carrion, you can also make attacks of opportunity against it.
Oh, I've been using my sword.
I mean, I can attempt.
Crossbow. Okay, here we go.
Reminder, don't roll a 1.
So they both hit Cherish and Carrion.
Woo! Oh, whole damage.
Oh, for the love of...
After all that.
Level slashing.
To be fair, it was within 5 feet of you as it was leaving, so I imagine you'd have disadvantage anyway.
Okay, and with that, is there anything else for your turn, AJ?
Hmm?
I'm gonna take.
Pardon?
All that was your turn.
Yeah, all that was your go.
Incredible.
Is there anything else you wish to do with a bonus action on your turn?
No.
Okay, Brim. It's made a big hole in the ice and it's swimming through the water.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, because we don't have time to set up the pittons and the rope, I think I'm going to stand there, put my back against the ice, lock my fingers, and just be like, if you want to get up, step into my hands and I can boost you up over.
Okay.
Basically, I want to use my action as like a help action to anyone who wants to get up over the ice wall.
Carrion.
One moment. I don't remember where the hell my stuff is. Where the hell is everything gone? I can't remember. Oh god, it's all gone horribly wrong. One second. I'm trying to find because I feel that something may have to occur. There it is. I think. Karen is going to look at the very poor condition he's currently in.
Yeah.
He is going to kind of look to the where the shadowy area where the water weird is. Look to the icy waterfall thing. And you said how far up did you say the roof was?
The roof is about 50 feet up. The waterfall goes 10 feet up.
He is going to loosen the heavy cloak that he has on. And I am going to... He's going to loosen the cloak he has on at all times, and he is going to see the chat. Spread his wings and fly straight up.
A pair of black wings unfurl from behind Carrion with white arm pieces, and they just... and Carrion takes to the air.
What was that?
Whoa.
Of course he had wings the entire time.
He's another avian.
Just tear falls down face.
And I mean, would undoing cloak be an action, or would that just be?
I say that's a bonus action.
For action, I will hold just a firebolt.
Okay.
If and when it re-emerges from the
water.
Look at him.
So 30. Yeah, so I flew 30 feet straight up.
Snicket.
Snicket is not having a good day today.
Snicket, you look round and you see Carrion has taken off next to you, and you're just wait, what?
Snicket's more like, I'll deal with that later. I'm just going to go after this water weird. So 5, 10, 15, 20.
Process this in a moment.
And
It is
shoot my...
below ice, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, there is a sheet of ice that it is underneath.
Is that stopping me from attacking, or is that disadvantage, or what?
I'm going to say that's it's got 3/4 cover, so it's got a bonus to its AC.
Okay. Oh, come on.
And that the crossbow bolt dings off the ice. Cherish.
Finally. Going
It's-
after it.
There is a big hole in the ice next to you where it's dove down through into the water. You can either swim underneath the water to get to it, or go over the top of the ice and try and attack through the ice to get to it.
Probably attack through the ice.
Okay.
Let's go. Right area where it's supposed to be.
Oh, actually, 1 second. Before you do that, Snicket, can I get a... could I get a acrobatics check from you?
Do a barrel roll.
You're fine.
12. Yeah.
Cherish, as you start to chase it, could I get an acrobatics check from yourself?
Yeah. Okay.
I know what it.
Athletics, go.
You're fine.
And then.
It went round here.
Okay. And what is my thing? So. Do I have to get up here or just go straight here?
Well, you can dash to get to it, but it
Can
has.
dash it.
But then you wouldn't be able to make an attack against it.
I'll dash it. I'm gonna dash.
Okay. Dax.
Okay, I'm gonna move round a little bit.
Could I get an acrobatics check from you as you
I
start
was
to
gonna
move?
say, I was going to, what's the word? Like get down on my stomach and slide across a bit.
He's doing full-on penguin slide.
Yep. Did you still need an acrobatic?
No, if you're going to throw yourself prone, I won't knock you prone.
You get double proned.
And then I want to cast Hunter's Mark
Okay.
on the creature.
Okay. You focus your senses on it, and you know where it is, and have bonuses to tracking it.
And then I think I'm just gonna stay where I am.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Wait.
Sorry.
Okay. Are you holding an attack against it? Bless you.
Yeah.
I'm allergic to water weird.
If it pops up, I'll shoot it with an arrow.
Okay. On its turn, it had planned to come back to get you, but you've come to get it, so it's happy to just burst up here. And it just bursts through the ice and is suddenly attacked by several attacks as it goes to attack Cherish.
Pew, 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 pew.
So Dax and Carrion, you are both holding actions. If you wish to use them, you can use your reaction at this point to fire your held action. That'll hit it.
Apparently that dice.
Apparently that dice.
So, yeah, 8 damage to the thing, unless it's resistant and shit, but I don't know.
And Carrion taking their attack.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
Go.
Well, I'll shoot it with my bow.
Pew, pew.
Pew, pew.
That will just hit it.
Yes. Okay, so I'll roll for damage, and then I get to do a d6 because of Hunter's Mark.
Well, I'm going to take that 5 that rolled when you put up Hunter's Mark, because that seems a good amount of damage for it.
Fair. Yeah, I'm not going to argue with that. I'm not going to argue with that at all. But the damage from the actual attack is... Oh, that's not bad. 10.
15 damage from the dax of unexpectedfulness.
Excellent.
Yep.
It bursts up through, and the two bolts, the arrow and the firebolt, slam into it, and it just sends forth a tendril of water to try and attack Cherish.
Okay.
That is a 21 to hit.
Hits.
That is 10 points of damage as it slams a tendril into you, and you are grappled and restrained.
Oh, I've got 9 points left.
Restrained. So it is then AJ's turn.
It is. And a glorious day this is. Oh, it's not here. Shit.
Can I see roughly where it is, or is it just gone?
You know that it went round the way that you'd come in. It's disappeared round the corner of this cave.
Oh.
Okay.
Can't do anything then.
You'd have seen us taking shots at it as well, I'm assuming.
Yeah, you'll have seen both Carrion and Dax fire around the corner, and you'll be able to hear it around that corner. So, if you wish to move, you can fly over towards it.
Can. So it's 25 feet. No, I can fly.
30.
30? Okay. Well, fly 25 then.
Okay.
Oh, there he is. All right, I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
Okay.
How do you insult the water?
Well, first I've got to find the spell, and
You're
then
such
I
a
will.
drip.
You know, couldn't have come up with anything better. Why not? Stupid drip.
It rolled a 12.
Yay! Thanks, Carrion. Also,
Yeah.
Carrion, you've got wings.
What?
No.
Okay then.
Wait, you're married?
Wait, you're married?
Oh,
Well, it takes
you're a small drip.
1 point of psychic damage.
But but emotionally,
It feels deeply hurt inside.
emotionally, it feels so much worse.
All right, and then if I've got 30, I'll run back the corner again.
Okay, Brim.
Seeing as how no one took up my offer of,
No, there's a thing we must kill.
yeah, that's what I was afraid of, I guess. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, that was 10 feet. Where is it? Oh, there it is.
Could I get an acrobatics check from you, please, Brim?
Of course. Anything for you, John.
Thank you very much.
Acrobatics, there you go.
Ooh.
Oh dear.
So do I go slamming into Dax then?
Well, you start to go, and you slip on the ice,
Oh, fuck.
and you land prone.
I would have loved for you to slide along, hit Dax, knock Dax, make him move. It's like curling. It's like...
I'm gonna stand up, using half my movement, and then I'm going to steady myself, and then I'm going to push off the wall and hopefully skate over to where Dax is.
Okay, so you can get to 5, 10, 15 here. And then we go back to Carrion.
No, I've still got my action.
Ah, yes, we have Brim's action.
I hope I can make it the. I want to make it to. If I can even do this, I would like to make it to there if I can.
Is your movement speed 35?
My movement speed is 35 as of level 2 because I have unarmored movement.
You can get to there.
Fantastic. Do I have to make another acrobatics check?
You don't know. It's once per turn.
Oh, okay, so I just fucked up the first time. That's brilliant. Okay. Just stop. Fuck. Right. Okay. That's me then. That's all I can do. I don't have anything I can do as a bonus action. But can I prepare to? No, I don't. I don't have anything left.
You start to take up a fighting stance as you get there.
Yeah.
Carrion.
Hi. I'm going to try and eat a chromatic orb at it.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt at this. I'm going to cast a spell, and it's hopefully going to be good!
That'll hit.
And this will be lightning flavored.
Okay.
Lightning flavored, eh?
Yes.
I love it.
It's going to be tang.
Lightning courses through the water weird.
I'm gonna still staying like 30 feet up in the air. I'm gonna like fly a little bit over here.
Okay.
Maintaining altitude.
Does Karen actually have wings out of character?
Look at the chat.
I believe he's a winged feral tiefling.
What?
Anything else
Yeah.
on your turn,
Yeah.
Carrion?
That's all for me.
Snicket.
Damn.
Gonna swing around and try and pop another shot with my crossbow.
Okay. Could you make me an acrobatics check? You're fine.
We're all fine.
This is fine.
I'm
That's
fine.
better.
That hits.
1d8 plus 3, and this is a magical weapon.
Okay.
For 5 damage. Taking all of it.
It does, because it's a magical weapon, and it loses consistency and just melts back down into the water, releasing Cherish, who takes a deep breath. And this combat is ended.
I lower myself to the ground and just go straight onto my butt. Just fall straight on the butt. Just,
Okay. You just slowly land and just...
Yeah. Just because I am very badly damaged.
Oof.
Yeah, same here.
Carrion, please no longer fire firebolts at things without talking to anyone first.
A little warning.
Yeah. And
So
you
how
can
the
fly.
fuck did you start how the fuck did you start flying?
You didn't see anything. He kind of gets up and he starts almost getting his wings around himself and wrapping them around his torso, and starts trying to hurriedly do his cloak back up. I didn't do anything of the sort. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what? Out of character. If I wasn't married, I would not be into this.
Carrion, have you always had wings?
Yeah.
Pretty
Well.
impressive.
I think they're very nice.
Why'd you hide them?
Well, my mum told me it's why my actual parent abandoned me.
Oh.
And definitely evil.
and so they were afraid, and and then when we went into town and things, she said it would be better if I tried to. I mean, Cherish can vouch. Sometimes tieflings aren't welcome and aren't trusted. So one that's got wings, even worse.
I would like to walk over to Carrion at this point. Hopefully not eating shit on the way.
Just dramatically walks over.
Fuck, shit. Hold on. I would like to, because I met Carrion is much taller than I am. I will try and reach
sunk
up
to the ground. So.
Oh well. I will offer him a hand and just say, "I'm sorry you had to hide who you are. That's not fair."
I make some manner of insight roll on Carrion to see if he's telling us the truth.
I'm gonna walk to Carrion and I'm just gonna Cherish to say, either way, it was pretty awesome.
I've never let them out in front of. I mean, only my mum knows about them. And obviously, my birth parents they know about. But obviously, they like I said, they didn't much like them.
Carrion.
Yeah.
Could you make a GM deception check?
What?
The GM, private GM roll.
Yep.
On.
Out of character, if this is a yarn you're spinning us, I'm gonna be pissed.
Be amazing.
After you reached out to him to extend care and consideration, no, he's
Okay,
He's
Carrion.
fucking lying.
Considering the two rolls that have just been made in the chat, Dax is trying to work out if you're telling the truth.
Oh yeah, he's telling the truth. He was. I mean, out of character to go a tinsy bit into his backstory. He was abandoned by his parents because he had wings, and he got taken in by his now mother, and she's surmised, and I believe I've said that in the thing they did leave a note. It wasn't a very long or well thought out note, but it was a note to basically say we can't look after this freak.
Oh.
They suck, and
he never saw this note, but his mother
knows, yeah.
Gave him very, 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 very cut down. They didn't want you because of this, but I don't care, and I will look after you, and you're my son. And she did kind of suggest that, and it was partly him, partly her. Kind of thought that it would be better if he hid them when they went into town and stuff, because, as is in D&D lore, tieflings are a little bit mistrusted because of the devilish kind of aspect to them. So one going around with wings is a bit of a rarity, and therefore would be even more pointed at and ridiculed and not trusted. So yeah, he's telling the truth basically.
I don't know what you rolled.
I know what you rolled.
But as far as your insight can tell, he is telling you the truth.
Yeah. So is your mother? What race is she?
She's a human.
Oh man.
And she didn't keep the note.
She said that the note wasn't nice, so she got rid of it.
All right.
Oh, well, that sounds awful, Carrion. And I mean, I lost my family under very different circumstances and was taken in by someone, so I know what that's like.
Yeah. I'm sorry I didn't tell any of you before.
Hey, it's okay.
That's fine.
I know it could have been useful to have someone else with wings around other than AJ, but
You don't have to hide him anymore. We'll back you up.
It is really uncomfortable having him under this cloak.
Bad.
AJ will stretch out their wings towards Carrion and just say, well, you're not alone.
He just kind of awkwardly loosens his robe again, like cloak again, and stretches his wing out and kind of pokes his wing.
It's like an awkward wing hug.
Kind of wing bump. Wing bump.
Wing bump!
Right, we have a 10-foot wall to scale, so now that we've got two of you that can fly, that's two of you can handle ropes and pitons to get the rest of us up there.
You know what?
Let's go.
I will offer my hand to Carrion, and we shall fly up together if he so chooses.
Very cute.
Oh.
Take AJ's hand. We're gonna fly up together like best buds.
As you all get back over to where the waterfall is, there is a large...
Another water weird!
Another water weird bursts out and murders everyone. Take me care.
So hard now.
There is a large broken circle in it where the firebolt hit and the water weird exploded out, and pressed into the stone behind the waterfall, you can find an explorer's pack and a miner's pick.
Something tells me they were got by the water weird. But we've got the rest of the cave to explore.
I'm just going to move Cherish over here, and then I'm going to say this is where we'll wrap up. With an interesting reveal.
I've been trying to find a point when I could.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I thought near-death experience was as good as any.
Yeah.
So, with that, thank you guys in the chat so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, please do hit that follow button. It's a great way for you to go. It's a great way for you guys to know when we go live with stuff such as the following things that are coming up this week. On tomorrow evening, myself and Chris will be back with more Minecraft Monday as we continue through the Create Above and Beyond world. This time we are making paintballs out of singularities.
Huh?
Because that's how you make paintballs, apparently.
Yeah, don't know
Yes.
that you have to study quantum physics to make paintball.
Yeah. Each paint mold needs to be infinitely dense and have infinite gravity.
So we've
understand?
We've made singularities. We've now made quantum entangled singularities. We're going to crush that with some paint to make paintballs.
Wow.
Because that's how that works. On Tuesday night, myself and Richard and Brian and One-Winged Angel, Robin, will be back with a new one-shot wonder in the Marvel Multiverse role-playing game titled The Clone Saga. Because, everybody's having one of those these days. It seemed like a good time as any.
Amy, I believe.
Wednesday night, I think we'll possibly take a break, but, we might stream a thing. Who knows? Tune in to find out. On Thursday, Angel is probably going to be playing some KOTOR, or might be doing some art, or might just have melted.
Yeah, that's good fun.
Tune in to find out on that one as well. And then on Friday, Jeff, we're doing more Princes of the Apocalypse.
More Princes of the Apocalypse, yep. 2 down, 2 to go. The party is on the hunt for the next prophets, elemental prophets, and try to see if they can do to him what they did to the others.
Yeah. Stab them a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I will be back next Sunday as we continue the Waterdeep Dungeon of the Mad Mage. We're really sorry that we missed last week. I'm really sorry that we missed last week. Unavoidable, unfortunately. But we'll be back this week as the group maybe get back into the dungeon. Tune in to find out.
No, beach episode. Woo!
That was last week.
The beach episode again.
I'm not even joking. That seriously was the last session of the game.
The beach episode. Gone.
Anyway, we are now going to do a raid, and we are going to do a raid. We're gonna do a raid.
It's a coming. Gonna do the heckin' raiding.
We are gonna do a raid at Ms. Luna Magic, who is playing some Tiny Tina's Wonderlands.
Hey! Go from one RPG to the next, eh?
Yeah. Stick with the theme. Stick with the theme. So go give Ms. Luna Magic some love. We'll see you guys again real soon. For now, so long. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye!